Hey, I wanted to try something a little different today, and I just want to do an afternoon drive with Shellie and talk about something I noticed today. I was in a shoe store, and it was a Rack Room shoe store, and I often go there to get my tennis shoes because I am pulled in by this idea of buy one, get one free. The idea that I can buy my tennis shoes and I get another one free. So I looked around the store, and I really need some new shoes for the gym, and so I was looking through and trying to find some shoes, and I found some, and they were on sale, and it was great. And instead of just buying those on sale, I went ahead and looked around because I wanted my half price second pair. And what I ended up doing is, instead of getting just one on sale, I ended up getting two, and I actually paid more for the second pair than I did for the pair I actually went in for. And I came out with two shoes, but I don't know that it's a great bargain, particularly because I ended up spending more than I probably needed to. But while I was there was a baby who was in a carriage. It looked like she was maybe a year and a half, 2 years old, in a pram, and she was screaming to the top of her lungs. You could hear her across the whole store. And I just happened to go up to the front of one of the aisles and looked over and saw that her brother was just giving her a fit. As I've heard before, aggravating the punk out of her. He was just giving it to her, and she was turning around right there and giving the same thing back, just as loud as she could. Get away from me! Not in real words, because she obviously wasn't speaking yet, but she was getting her message across. And so I could hear her clear at the back of the store. But what was interesting is that the mama, she didn't even flinch. She was doing her thing and totally oblivious. Now, she may have been purposefully ignoring them. It's possible. But I think there's an equally possible, a probable option there. And I think it was that she just was so desensitized to that noise, to that back and forth with her kids, to that scream, that she didn't even hear it. That she was just going on doing her thing, and they were going crazy with each other, and everyone else could hear it, but she couldn't hear it. And I thought about it, and I thought, I think we do a lot in our own lives. I think that we have such great things that happen in our lives. God shows up so many times. He blesses us so many times in our life. And He does it so often that we don't even recognize it anymore. We're just used to God's care. We're used to God's provision. And we go on as if nothing had ever happened. Even though God's showing up and showing out so many times in an awesome way. He's blessing us. He's showing Himself real. He's showing that He cares. He's shouting His fame. And He's doing things for us in our lives, and we just take it as commonplace. It's just part of our everyday lives, and we don't even give Him a second thought. I don't know if you do that, but I think I do. And so I just want to encourage you today to just think about the little ways, or maybe even the big ways, that God has blessed you, that He has shown Himself great to you. And take a time, take the moment just to say thanks, just to offer a prayer of gratitude, just to offer a praise, to sing a song, to thank God for what He's doing. I think the more that we can bring God, our God moments, out into the open, the more that we can shout them, that we can hear them, and that when they're so loud in our lives because we're constantly listening, we're listening for God's voice, and we're listening for Him to move, I think that's when God's real, and God's presence and His work in our lives so much more obvious. So anyway, that's my little thought for the day, and I hope you enjoyed the drive, and I encourage you to come back and have a chat with me later. See you later.